What is going on, YouTube? It's your boy here once more, and I'm sitting at the house, and I want to talk about a subject, guys. It's about confrontation, okay? It could be about conflict or avoiding confrontations, right? You can be anywhere, and these situations can arise, you know, out of the blue, and you just have to you know, approach them in a manner that's civilized, okay? And you know, like if someone has a beef with you or something, you know, you have to just hear them out. Don't throw your 2 cents in, because that'll just stoke the fire, and then you'll have a big old firestorm on your hands, and you know, an altercation will pursue or ensue. And you know, I'm doing great, you know, but I just wanted to tell you guys about, you know, the topic of the day is confrontations, you know, and avoiding them. I used to do topics back in the day, you know, when I first started the channel, to cover these topics and go in discussions, short discussions, brief discussions on my opinions and how I feel about each subject, you know. So I probably touched upon this before, but not as in depth, okay? You know, there's a fine line between civilized and uncivilized, guys, and you don't want to just go in there, you know, you're minding your business, okay? Say you're minding your business, and then someone approaches you and starts yelling at you and screaming at you, you know, you've got to just assess the situation, and if you know in your mind that they can't comprehend any civilized conversation, then just take in what they say, you know, and don't interact, you know, just absorb it and then go on your merry way, you know, as long as they got their piece. And you don't want to add your piece to it, because then it will be an altercation, right? It arises everywhere. It's the stress levels of the day, you know, of living in this century, okay? Everybody's stressed out about where the paycheck's coming from, how much they're going to get, or if they're going to have a place to live, food on the table, you know, how to raise their kids, the schools they're going to put their kids in. You have to think about all that stuff. Even in one little conversation, it's like the butterfly effect. What you say will affect many, many people and many, many lives. You really have to take that into account, guys. I've done this video several times trying to get it right, you know, and how to approach it, you know. It could be anywhere. Like, you go downtown, say, you know, you go to a store and say you took somebody's spot in the parking lot, right? And then somebody jumps out of their car and starts screaming at you. You know, what do? You know, most of the time it's first come, first serve, you know, and you know, unless it's a handicap thing, right? And people are so impatient these days. They just, you know, they don't want to let you go, you know, and take the spot. They'd rather try to get it and have a fight about it or an altercation about it, you know. And that's not a civilized way to be, you know. Because, like, they don't take into account all the people's families that are around when they're jumping out of their car screaming, or if they take it into the store and start screaming in the store, you know. They don't take into account other people. They just take into account what they perceive as wrong or whatever. I know people get stressed over everything, like the gas pumps. When you're at the gas pumps, or when you're at the store, or if you get the last eggnog or something, they're going to freak out, you know. You have to pay attention and just take everything, you know, just take everything calmly. And if, like I said, if they cannot comprehend, or they cannot, you know, interact in a civilized manner, then let them blow off steam, and then don't interact and just go on your merry way, and try to avoid them at all costs, you know, because, you know, they might perceive in their head what you did or something is unforgivable, and they might follow you home or something, or ransack your house, thrash your car, jump you when you're going to work or something, you know, put stuff in your gas tank. You know, you never know. You never know what goes through people's minds. You know, a lot of people can't have any more. They don't have any moral compass. You know, and it has to do with decorum too, and how you're raised. If you're raised religiously or not, or if your parents, you know, weren't wise enough to teach you what wrong things to do, like the right things and the wrong things to do. If their parents weren't wise enough to teach you that you respect other people and you can talk in a civilized manner and still have a difference of opinion, or, you know, and not get it to a point where it's so, you know, an altercation will ensue. You know, you can have debates. People in colleges have debates all the time. They have debate clubs and stuff. You know, people can talk in a civilized manner and not have fights, and not bring it to physical violence and, you know, stalking and all that stuff. You know, it's a scary world we live in, and to raise children in that is even scarier. You know, I'm a father of 3, and, you know, my daughter just had a son. So I worry about these things. I worry about the world that they're going to live in, you know. If people can freak out over a parking spot, you know, and that justifies them acting the fool, running through a shopping center, screaming at the top of their lungs profanity, and then taking it in the store and following the person around screaming profanity. You know, that is just beyond. It's like psychopath, sociopath, psychopath. It's just a lunacy. But bring it down a notch, Dallas. Bring it down a notch. You have to take the stress and let it go. Don't let it build up so much that you blow up. If a person like cuts you off when you're driving down the road, you know, and then they have road rage and they try to run you off the road or something, you know, you got to let that stress go. You have to let everything go. You can't have that stress bottled up inside you. It's like you hit the gym, you know, you don't know if this guy's on steroids or abusing steroids or drugs. He's pumping weights. He's got the adrenaline really, you know, pumped. And then he goes out and someone cuts him off and he's ready to thrash you, you know. And physical violence and domestic violence, all that violence is uncalled for. You know, in the society we live in today, everyone can respect other people's, you know, views, opinions. And, you know, if no one's perfect, okay? Not you, not me, no one. No one's perfect. So people are going to make mistakes. That doesn't mean you have to throw them under the bus and, you know, violate their privacy, their, you know, their space, you know, and think you're right. And that having that justify what you do. Because what you do affects other people, and it in turn affects their families and the people they know, okay? So one little blow up at a shopping center can have ramifications that guy is not aware of, okay? Because all the parents that had their kids around in the store, they have to explain to their child what's wrong with that guy. Why is he screaming at that old guy? You know, why is he following him around? Why is he cussing at him in the store, mommy, daddy? You know, you have to learn to cope with stress and let it go. Don't take it out on people. Don't take it out on yourself. You don't want to hurt yourself. You don't want to hurt other people. Okay? I mean, there's lots of perspective I could have made this video. I mean, I could have made it like a music video and saying I'm not the one, you know, bring it on. But I'm not going to instigate that stuff. You know, I'm not going to go there, okay? We're all adults, okay? We're all grown-ups, and what you do affects other people, okay? Let the stress go. If you have the beliefs and religious beliefs, pray to your God. Ask Him for His guidance. He'll help you, all right? So, I mean, I have no animosity towards anyone, and, you know, people get mad. Sometimes I drive slow, or I might cut them off, but that's not my intention at all, okay, guys? My intention, I mean, I'm so focused sometimes trying to get to a destination, to a hike or something. Sometimes, you know, I'm distracted, yes. But that doesn't mean I'm a bad person. That doesn't mean I do it with intention. And I definitely do not go into supermarkets yelling profanity, or shopping centers, or any public venue, okay? I don't take it out on other people. Don't ask my kids. That's a different story. But I don't take it out on people like that, okay? If you have a problem, you should get therapy, you know? Don't take it out on people, okay? Everybody's a grown-up here, okay? So that's my vent for the day, guys. If you liked the video, I'm glad. If you took something from it, I'm glad. And if you learned something, that's the whole point of my video. Alright? I'm not mad, bro. Peace out, bro. Have a great day. Take care.